This is such a great role for you. Was there something about Lade that drew you to be a part of the series?
I just felt lucky to be a part of it, to be honest. It was, it was post-strike, and so I think collectively a lot of people hadn't worked in a long time. So on one hand, it just felt, we felt really grateful to have a job, but um Laid, as unique as it is as a show, it was just, it really came across on the page, and it was such a good script, and it was so well written, and Nanachka is like a stallion. Like, she is a machine, and
Comedy genius, if you will.
she is a true genius. And so to do something with her and Sally, who I, had worked with before, I don't know, it was a great show. It had such a great hook. It was genuinely funny, and I love the idea of playing a character who had nothing to lose, so to speak. So it was, yeah, I was just really happy to be a part of it.
Andre, how did they break down your character for you?
How did they break it down? I don't know. I mean, I don't know why I have a hard time answering that question. How they break it down for me? I don't know. It was a lot was just in the writing. It was less of a breakdown and more just sort of seeing the whole arc and story of Zach and what he's up to. It was I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm giving you like the worst answer.
I feel like personally, I feel like out of all the cast, like Andre brought a lot of his own flavor to that part. Like, obviously everything is up for interpretation, but that part you could see it a number of different ways. And we actually worked together before. And when I knew
Yeah.
it was you, I was like, that's really funny because, it's Andre's so specific, and he does his own thing so much. It's almost like, and so it was almost like an offbeat. I'm sorry, I'm
No, no,
talking
please.
about
Yeah,
you. It's
you're
funny.
answering way
It's
better
like
than I
an
could.
offbeat choice for a very, like, a very. It's just a great choice. It's a great casting choice because he does what he does the best. So it's
I
like,
gotta agree with that. That's a
you
great
know.
answer.
Well, Andre, Michael talked about Nanachka's writing. Was there much room, though, to improv in these moments?
There were spaces for it, and it was funny. Like, I mean, mostly it was like sticking to the rhythm of the script, whether it was improvised or not. It was like it had to hit a certain rhythm of the cadence of the show. But it was cool. Like we would do a table read, and sometimes I'd like say something in there, and then it would wind up in the script. So it was like not just like improvising on set and being like, "Oh, did it make the cut?" It would be like trying something in table read, which is a kind of a funny place to try something in a way because it's so like we just want to hear the words for the first time out loud. So it was there was improvising, but it was in places that I'm not used to it happening. So it was different for me. But
Michael, all of
yes is
these
the answer.
episodes, all of these episodes are so funny, and you invest so much in Stephanie's character. Um, was there a particular moment or a scene you're most proud of, or maybe even one you had more difficult keeping it together throughout?
Yeah, many. I mean, I actually was probably responsible for breaking the most on set. I would bet, and I also like messed up a lot of Stephanie's takes, and sometimes she would not be able to look at me, and it would be like stupid stuff, like not funny stuff. It would be like if I like burped or something in a rehearsal, then that line would forever be ruined. Like really stupid stuff. Um, but no, there were a few scenes that, obviously every time we were together, like as a cast, it was really fun. Even if we weren't in a scene together, just being on set was kind of rare. But I would say like a couple of the scenes with Stephanie where they were like big, giant mammoth scenes that were like 8 pages long, that would like, we really like film every corner of the room. It felt like some of those scenes had like such, almost like, it almost felt like a play. Really, had a lot of ins and outs and ups and downs and nuances, that a lot of those scenes were really fun to play just off of Stephanie, because you just find something new every time. And it always felt, yeah, it always felt like we were like trying to be present with each other.
That's true. Some scenes were shot almost like they were oneers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
My goodness. Well, Michael, I'd be remiss if I didn't say the wonderful work you did on Will and Grace is just a defining comedic series and a wonderful show that remains in so many people's hearts. What do you think Elliot would be up to these days?
Well, the thank you, but also the last time you saw Elliot, he had a son, and he kind of had strayed off this sort of what some would say the ethical moral path. So hopefully he's spending more time with his dad, is all I could
Well,
say.
you've played a number of iconic roles, so you must certainly be proud of the wonderful work, whether it's drama or comedy, you have a gift for it all.
Oh, thanks. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.